This is Risen. We're doing a comparison. On the left, we have the Xbox Series X version of the game, and on the right, the Xbox 360 version, which is playing through backwards compatibility on the Series X, just for the purpose of kind of doing a visual comparison of this game. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well, as these videos are a lot of work to put together. So I was kind of wondering, what are the big upgrades for this game when I was going and playing it and kind of taking a look at it. So I was like, okay, let's run the 360 version of the game, which again is on the right hand side there. And I was actually kind of amazed. So for the Series X, we've got like a next gen aware sort of version of it, which is running at a 4K 60 FPS, visual resolution and frame rate. On the right with the 360, it's like sub 720p, but it is actually at 60 FPS. So if we were playing this on the 360, the original hardware, the frame dropping would be crazy. But, we're kind of wanting to take a look at the visuals. And you might be going, oh, well, the time of day and stuff like that looks completely off. Both noon. Yeah, seriously, I did a few changes of the day, and this was literally, I couldn't believe it either. This is literally the same time, I guess. So I'm assuming the version that you're seeing for the Series X here is just proper done lighting, or at least what they were actually trying to do, because again, I tried many times to actually line up the time of day. And I can't account for some weathering, but it does seem like certain areas weathering comes in at certain points, and that's just kind of the design of certain segments, is like, hey, you hit X point, rain happens, thunder happens. And you'll see that with both versions as we cross a lake later on. But yes, I did try my best to line up the scenes in regards to, them being the same area, them being the same kind of time of day, and just, yeah, this is kind of what we got to. So obviously, as you've been seeing, massive improvements in the draw distance, the shadow quality, the vegetation, the environmental density. It really is like there's a ton more grass. The enemies around you in the distance actually are fully formed and detailed, and it doesn't look all jagged and low resolution. It's actually quite a massive improvement, and I wasn't really anticipating that when diving in and playing this. Now obviously with the new version, which again they're calling like Risen 1 for whatever reason, and the other one's just Risen, I guess for some kind of naming thing for backwards compatibility. I don't know, whatever they're doing. Doesn't matter, it's irrelevant. But I have noticed that there is moments where in the backdrop, you'll have like lower resolution textures that kind of take a second to load in, but it's much worse on the 360 side of things. But it was just really fascinating to actually kind of look and be like, wow, no, there actually is a big difference here. And I don't know if it's just because of a lot of rework they did, or if it's kind of like taking that PC kind of higher quality element and then kind of porting it over to the console side of things. Whatever the case, it is an improvement to this game. And it was really interesting, because I was looking between them, I'm like, that is a very stark difference, not only in terms of, lighting, but just in terms of like the quantity of extra life in the environment. And it's not even like a fully optimized, Series X experience, which I thought was even more interesting. So we're taking another trek here, and we're going to go through the bounty camp, and then at the end we're going to do some quick split comparisons, so you can just see some stills and kind of see a little bit more of that in action. But yeah, I do think this is greatly improved. I don't have any more details to provide. Again, liking the video is great, subscribing is great as well, and these are the changes for Risen. And once more, again, time of day, try my best to line them up, and this is just literally how they look.
Hey, you. I...
Stop where you are. Hey,